Are you creating marketing content for your business? If you are, listen up. Give me a minute and I will explain a very useful concept to help you to create online marketing content for your business. Pretty straightforward. There is this concept called They Ask You Answer. And it is at its core about answering all the questions that your clients have, potential clients have, or the problems of people who do what you are trying to fix. So, as an accountant, it's talking about all the problems that people have. As a commercial lawyer, it's talking about all of the problems that people have and how to fix them. As an agency owner, it's talking about their problems and what you can do about it. But here's the thing, it's not saying, hey, I can do this X, Y, and Z. It's talking about the problem and giving the solution, because you should give away some of your magic and help people to understand what they could do. Those people who would never buy from you and who would do it themselves will never buy from you. It's just simple as that. But you can give content out. You can talk to people. You can answer their problems. You can produce all of that in a way that shows them that you are the expert, the trusted expert. And that is the simple kind of idea of they ask, you answer. What do they consistently ask? What problems do they have? What questions do they have? You know those things. So sit down and write all of that out. Write down the biggest problems they have, all the questions they have, any client, potential client, anybody you've ever spoken to about the service you have. What you're doing is you explaining the answers. You're explaining the problem, you're explaining the answers. You are talking to people about what is real to them. At the same time, you are defining the outcome that you are selling, because what people are looking for is the outcome. They want peace of mind. They want a done for you service or a done with you service. They don't want to understand every step necessarily. They want to know that you can get this done, you can fix the problem, you can do the thing for them for a reasonable price and at a high quality, and they can rest easy. That's what they're looking for. And a good way to produce content is to think about the questions they ask and the problems they have and answer those. Just write about them, record videos about them. This is an example of that. People say to me, well, how do I know what to talk about? How do I know what to write about? And I say, well, what are the biggest problems? What do you fix? What are those questions you get? And then people go, oh, yeah, I get these 10 questions all of the time. And I will say to them, well, that's your first 10 videos or your first 10 short articles or the 10 points in your first blog. You can think about it in multiple different ways, produce all sorts of different content off those problems and the answers to them. So hopefully that makes sense. The concept is they ask, you answer. There is a book that you can go and have a read. If you just Google it, you'll find the book, They Ask You Answer. But yeah, that's the core concept of it. Write down every question that you've ever had, write down every problem that you've ever solved, talk about the solution to it. Don't pitch all the time, just talk about the solution, talk about the problem, the solution, and then demonstrate that you are the expert in that. If you demonstrate that you are the expert in that and you show up consistently in the right place with that content, people will start to engage. When they engage with you, you engage with them, you create a connection, and over a period of time, they come to know you, like you, and trust you. And once they get to that point, they are more likely to enter into a conversation about buying your services. Sometimes that's really quick. Sometimes you don't even know it's happening because you put all this content out or you've shown up in a place and they've met you or seen you or heard about you. And sometimes it takes a little while. But if it's taking a little while, your content's showing up in front of them. And if it's quick, fantastic. Your content is showing up and they know you, like you, and trust you. And that is a really useful way to think about your marketing. Putting out the content that helps, showing up consistently with the content and as yourself, connecting with them once they've engaged with you and moving them into your sales process where you engage with them and hopefully send them a proposal and onboard them as a client. Okay, so They Ask You Answer. Check it out. But that was the core of it. Hopefully that makes sense. If it does, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.